What is it that makes a great leader? So I was thinking about this and I've taken a few notes and I'm going to run through a few notes with you that I feel can help you wake up your leadership. Now, over the last 20 years, I've been fortunate to coach so many industry leaders. I've been fortunate to coach and work with experts in their field, in their industries, people running fantastic companies. I've also been able to interview leaders in their field in human behavior, and I've also been able to work with elite athletes. And there's certain things that great leaders in their industries have in common. And I've got four that I want to share with you that is going to help you wake up your leadership, that you can learn from and take into your own life and into your own business and become a better leader. And number one is understanding your values. This is the most important piece, because if you do not really truly understand your values, the hierarchy of your values, and what really makes you tick, you can never really become a great leader, because you will constantly minimize yourself in comparison to someone else, and you'll live in somebody else's values. And every time that you live in somebody else's values, you subordinate yourself to their values, which means you're minimizing yourself. And anytime that you're minimizing yourself, you can't be yourself. So you can't wake up great leadership. To be a great leader, you need to understand your true values. You need to understand what is most important for you. And you need to understand what it is that really makes you tick. Once you find what it is that really makes you tick, you feel alive, you feel authentic, you get more inspiration, you have a vision, and you can create a future plan which wakes up your leadership. So to understand your true values is the first step in understanding how you can become a leader. You can't become a leader if you're trying to be a version of somebody else. You can only become a real leader when you be yourself and understand what's really, really important for you. Number two that I've put down is self-leadership. All leadership starts with you. Are you leading yourself? Are you demonstrating by your own disciplines and habits and behaviors that you can actually be a leader? That you're someone that other people could look up to and emulate and follow in some way? So you have to be able to lead yourself. And if you can't lead yourself, why would you expect to lead other people? So if your habits are out of whack, if you're not looking after yourself, if you're not looking after your nutrition, your health, your fitness, your mindset, if you're not doing the things and the daily disciplines in your own life, you won't become a great leader, because other people are looking on. Other people are watching what you do, not what you say. What you do is more important. What you say carries little weight. So if you want to become a great leader, you have to be able to lead yourself first. Lead yourself in your actions, lead yourself in your habits, demonstrate by your own behavior that you're someone that other people could emulate, that you're someone that other people might look up to. If you want to become a great leader in your industry, if you want to become a great leader in your life, then you have to be able to lead yourself first. So look inwards and address what you need to change within yourself, make those changes, and then step into that version of you that you really want to be. Number three is your ability to adapt to change. Stress is the inability to adapt to a changing environment. And all great leaders are able to adapt to change. There's one constant in this world, and that is that nothing stays the same. Everything changes. And if you want to become a leader in your industry, if you want to become a leader in your life, you have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to look at what the challenge is and see how you can actually grow from that, move forward, take it forward, and become a better leader. Move around the challenges that you're going to experience in your life, in your business, whatever it might be, and be able to take the lessons from that, internalize those lessons, and move forward into that future vision that you have for yourself. If you look at all great leaders in their industry, they don't get stuck in the same thing. They're not passing the buck on the other people. They're not playing the blame game and acting the victim. All leadership starts with you. So you have to be able to look at whatever it is popping up in your life as a challenge, adapt to those challenges, learn, adapt and grow, and move forward again. Staying focused on your vision and be able to adapt to the changes that are going to come your way as you begin to transition, move and grow forward. Number four that I've put down is your willingness to be liked and disliked equally. Most people want to be liked. Most people don't want to be disliked. But your ability to become a great leader is your willingness to be able to be liked and disliked equally. You have to be willing to know that not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody is going to agree with what it is that you say. Not everybody is going to get on with your vision. Not everybody is going to see what you see. Not everybody will agree with your opinions, your views, your values, what it is that you want to achieve. That's okay. You have to be able to embrace that sometimes you're going to be praised and sometimes you're going to be slammed. That's part of the game. Sometimes you're going to be liked and sometimes you're going to be disliked. In fact, if we look at it from universal principles, you're going to be liked and disliked equally. There's no 60% being liked and 40% being disliked. It's equal. So if you know in your mind that people are going to like and dislike you equally, how can you embrace that to be able to move forward and become a greater leader? Because if you can't handle the opinions of 2 or 3 people, it gets you down, makes you contract, gets you stuck in fear, and you shrink. How can you lead in your industry? How can you lead in business? How can you lead in your city, in your country, whatever it might be? So your ability to be able to be liked and disliked equally will help you wake up your leadership. Know that it's part of the game. If you look at all the great leaders, look at the great leaders that you might admire in your industry, or look at the great leaders in business or in the world globally. You have one big swath of the population that really like them and support them, and you've got another part of the population that condemn them, slam them, hate them. Their ability to be able to embrace all of that is what makes them great leaders. So number one is understanding your values. You need to know exactly what it is that you truly prioritize, what's most important to you, what makes you tick, what gives you inspiration, what helps you create a future vision. Those are the things that are going to really wake up your leadership. Number two is leading yourself. Don't expect to lead other people if you can't lead yourself. Don't expect to try and get other people to do the things that you're not willing to do, that you've never done, that you can't show by example, that you've actually lived that and been authentic with that. Wake up your own leadership by being a self-governed individual and lead your own life first. Number three is your ability to be able to adapt to change. You have to be willing to adapt and change, and you have to be willing to learn the lessons in order for you to adapt to those changes, move forward, grow, and keep moving towards that vision that you have for yourself. And then number four is your ability and willingness to be liked and disliked equally. You must be able to be willing to be liked and disliked equally if you want to become a great leader. If you want to become a leader in your business, if you want to become a leader in your family, if you want to become a leader in your industry, if you want to become a leader in your town, in your city, etc. Trying to get everyone to like you is not the way to do that. Knowing that you're going to be liked and disliked equally and be able to embrace that is the way to wake up your leadership. So those are the 4 qualities and the 4 traits and the 4 things that I see in all great leaders who I have worked with, coached, interviewed across so many different industries. And those are the 4 qualities that if you take into your own life, into your own business, into your own family, and see already maybe where you already do that and where you already are a leader, and then learn and see, right, well, what can I actually embrace within these 4 qualities and 4 traits, take to a new level so that I can step up even more and become an even better leader.